Welcome to Surrender is a Verb. You are listening to Nikki Hartel, and this episode is going to be a little bit different. It is not going to be an interview. What you are going to hear is a deep dive into my coaching containers. I have taken, with permission of course, short snippets, voice notes, where I am supporting my clients in relation to surrendering when it comes to trusting in your message, in your business, being able to trust in the truth of who you are, the power of your message, understanding that your most natural state of being is your most powerful state of being. So this first voice note is in response to a client that shared with me that she had an incredible download of a program that she wants to launch, but before she launches it, she wants to check with her existing audience to see if it is in fact what they need. And the truth is that if you receive a download and a program drops in, the next step for you to take is to trust that it is what needs to be shared, to trust in the message, and then to share it in full trust and surrender. And I understand that this can be difficult because we go into doubt and we go into questioning. And we think sometimes that we have to do the market research. But the most powerful thing that we can do is to stay in that flow, to stay in that momentum, and to create from there, because that creates the momentum. That creates the momentum, that creates the momentum. And that is when you are most magnetic, and that is when your clients drop in. I feel that this message is something that can support not only this particular client, but anyone who finds himself in a similar position. So sit back, relax, and enjoy listening. Hey, I haven't finished listening to your voice note yet, but I just want to come in here quickly before I forget and just remind you to keep doing what you want to do, to follow those nudges, to tap into the inspiration that is flowing through you. And when you are feeling deeply inspired, which is what you shared with me, these ideas are literally flowing into your being to take the next step, to not stop and overthink and think, okay, I've had this beautiful download. Now I need to make sure that I present it in a way that this group of people are going to understand, or this group of people are going to understand. Remember that your coded to you clients are coded to you. Your soul clients you have connected with in soul time. That connection has already been made in soul time. So from an energetic perspective, that connection is here. And you can drop into that activation that I sent you, where we activate that connection. There's a remembering of that connection, and then dropping into your heart space, we activate that connection here in the 3D. These are your soul clients. They are here for you. They are here for the most natural you. They are not here for the filtered you, the adjusted you, the you who overthinks. They are here for you. And they are your most magical, most abundant, most glorious clients. When you work together, your relationship will flow beautifully. You will experience deep transformation and impact. They will experience deep transformation and impact, because these are your coded to you clients, to the most natural you. The more that you click into what is flowing through you, and the more that you share it, I'm going to use the word authentically, even though that word has been overused. If we connect to the truth of what authentic means, it's the real you, it's the raw you, it is the most natural you. And interestingly enough, authenticity is the most powerful frequency. So when you are authentic, which is you simply being you, we're not trying to be authentic, we're not trying to be vulnerable, we're not trying to be controversial. You are just simply being in your most natural state and sharing. That is when you are the most magnetic. And I almost want to say, it doesn't matter what it is that you are sharing. It doesn't matter what it is that you are creating. It's not about what you are creating. It's the energy that it's holding. Can you feel that? So it's not about creating based on what you perceive your target audience wants. And I'm not against doing market research. I've done market research myself, but you always have to filter it through your own soul's intelligence. And in truth, you hold the magic. What you are creating is flowing through you. And the danger of market research is that you are creating something based on outside influences, and in that way it can happen that you lose the magic of what it is that you are creating. I know that you've experienced divine downloads in the past, and I want you to remember that when you have a divine download, when you have an inspirational idea, when it drops in, you know with certainty, there's no doubt. It like drops into every cell in your body and you're like, oh, yes. And that you get to experience in your business as well. Your business is your business, and you get to scale it in a way that works for you, that is creative, that is spacious. So if you can just trust that you are supported by the universe, trust that you are supported by spirit, by source, by God, tap into that energy. That energy is way more powerful than you and I on a physical level. That's where the surrender comes in. And you can say to yourself, I am surrendering. I am trusting that my message and my gift and my genius is enough right now. It is already enough. There is nothing that you need to add to it. You know this deep in your bones. Deep, deep, deep in your bones, you know this. And I'm seeing you now standing on the mountain, the vision that I had of you. I don't know if you remember that. That vision that held such primal energy, that's powerful leadership energy. That is the natural you. That is you right now without trying. So it's not supposed to be an effort. This is not supposed to be a job in the way that we think of a job. This is supposed to be you tapping into your most natural magic. And that is what your coded clients want. That is what they will respond to when you tap into your most natural, energetic state and you show up in that way. That is when we are using energy, or we are allowing the energy to do the hard work for us. So you don't have to go and find those clients and drop into countless Facebook groups and start trying to get people into your DMs, and it feels a little bit inauthentic. You don't have to do that. When you work with energy, you are tapping into that energetic connection that already exists, because the truth is that your soul clients are already on the planet. They are already here, and they are already here in your parallel realities too. Just feel the truth of having multiple timelines, multiple opportunities, multiple realities that already exist. I have felt it. I have felt it. I have felt it. Parallel realities are here. This is not wacky, woo-woo bullshit. These clients are already here. And that powerful leadership, primal, natural you, that version of you is already here too. It's already here, existing in an alternate reality that you can easily tap into, because it's all connected. All of these different realities are connected to your truth, to your power. It's always the essence of you is the same essence. And often we connect to the idea of a soul essence, which is true and beautiful. But what the parallel realities have shown me is that it is your human essence. So your soul essence is igniting the human essence, but that human essence, that is you in this lifetime. This is you that we are connecting to. That human essence of you, your natural gifts, your natural talents, your natural magic, that is always there. It's the same essence. So I know this message turned out to be a lot longer than I planned. I'm going to just sum up by reminding you not to create outside of you. In other words, asking yourself, is this going to be right for this person, or is this going to be right for this group of people? Take a moment, connect into your coded clients using that activation that I sent you, and then just share what's coming through in full trust and surrender, because when you do that, that is when the magic happens. It really is. I have experienced it. Just think about how you found me. You just dropped in seemingly out of nowhere. This is what my clients experience. They are able to connect in and trust their message enough, and they get out there and share. And then they send me messages, oh my God, Nikki, you were right, you were right, you were right. I can't believe it. People are dropping in out of nowhere. This is how it works. I can't believe it. It really does happen. So I'm seeing these results. My clients are seeing these results. You can see these results. This is energy. It's energy. It's energy. So trust in that. Trust in your message. Welcome back to Surrender is a Verb, the podcast. We have left the voice note, just so you are aware. I'm now going to share another voice note. It is a lot shorter, but it holds a similar message and a similar energy, although it is slightly different and takes a slightly different angle. And I believe that it will support you in being able to surrender into trust and to create what is flowing through you. So, as you know, The most powerful thing that you can do is tap into the joy of what it is that you do. Tap into the joy of this beautiful process. And it might even change. It may change to something else as you tap into it. Remember, there are no rules, so really be open and let the joy of what it is that you do spread those wings of that little bird that doesn't want to jump off. Let the joy be what spreads your wings and helps you soar. But also, I completely understand this sense of, let's call it launch fatigue or launch fear or launch trauma, because a lot of it comes from what if nobody buys my program? And so I'm going to launch this, and what if it's not a success? And that comes a lot when we are too attached to the outcome. And so it's almost like, again, that's something that's outside of you. And so again, it's about dropping back in and letting that joy of what you do fuel you, so that it doesn't matter if there's one or whether there's 10, because it's the joy of what you do that's going to fuel you. And in that way, that's what creates the beautiful energy and momentum. So that energetic igniting that fire, let the fire be the fire that fuels you and ignites you. And there we go. You have been able to be a fly on the wall in 2 of my private one-on-one coaching containers. I trust that listening to these messages has supported you in some way, has given you permission to trust in the magic that flows through you, remembering that there are no rules. There are no rules. There are no rules that you have to follow. It's about connecting into your truth and allowing your natural flow to guide you. I would love to hear if you enjoyed this type of podcast. Our next episode will be an interview again, but if you have enjoyed this style, then I will definitely be sharing more little snippets as we go along. Sending you so much love. Have a beautiful day.